Manhattan is pulling back the curtain on Wall Street in the days before the financial collapse, showing the excesses of living large before it all came tumbling down. The novel is earning rave reviews, being compared to the works of Charles Dickens and Tom Wolfe. And joining me now, Douglas Brunt, author of Ghost of Manhattan and my husband. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing great, honey. Thanks for having me on.
Do you feel nervous?
Nervous, panicked, one of those.
It's much easier when you see it from the living room couch, isn't it?
That's right.
All right, so let's talk about this book. I'm very proud of you, and I want to talk about this because I think our viewers knew a lot about sort of the risks that were taken on Wall Street prior to the financial collapse, and we knew that they risked too much and they made too much. But what this book lays out is that this wasn't just a professional choice. This is an entire lifestyle these guys were living.
It is a lifestyle that really, it sort of consumes your whole life. And business on Wall Street it's a relationship-driven business. And so it's not as though these guys work for Sony or Apple where they're selling iPhones and things are sold based on product differentiation. They're selling bonds. They're the exact same bonds.
Everybody on Wall Street's all selling the same thing.
It's a commodity, so you do business with the people that you know, that you have a relationship with.
So the only advantage you have in selling it is your relationship with the person on the other side.
And the relationships are formed out of the office, so it's very high-priced nightlife entertainment. You know, these guys, again, it's not like selling software appliances where your year-end bonus is in the tens of thousands. If you're a 35-year-old guy who's been selling bonds at Bear Stearns, your year-end bonus is $2 million or $5 million. And so when they go out, it's not dinner at TGI Fridays. No offense to Fridays.
Love it.
Economical.
Yeah. The big taco bowl is delicious, but it's something very different.
Lap dances at Scores, it's $5,000 bottles of champagne. Not that they're even paying for it, it's all on an expense account anyway, but it's just a very high-end lifestyle.
And these Wall Street banks, actually, they have no problem cutting these huge checks for these enormous dinners and trips to nefarious locations because it's all about developing the relationships with the guys.
And that's how the money's rolling in. So these things are more than paid for because, you know, the next day you do a bunch of trades and big trading fees come in.
Now, you write in the book a lot about these, you know, these lifestyle choices, prostitutes, strippers, drugs. How do we know these people? Are these people we know? Have they been to our house?
Everything's 1 degree removed from us, honey. But yeah, so I know a number of people who are on Wall Street at all different areas of Wall Street. People who have founded and run large hedge funds and people who are in sales and trading on Wall Street now where, you know, we'll go out to dinner and it'll be friends from college. It'll be 6 of us, maybe 3 who work on Wall Street and 3 who don't. And the 3 who don't are sitting there with our jaws on the table listening to stories from the previous 2 weeks. And it's not even a best of, it's just the last 2 weeks.
Right.
You know, and 2 weeks later, it'd be another set of similar stories.
Now, there's something else in the book that people need to know about, and that is a naughty blonde reporter. And we need to get this on the record right now. This person bears no relation to anyone you may know.
No, none.
Right. And you made her a CNBC reporter, so it's not even a Fox Business person or Fox News Channel person. It's all fictional.
Financial correspondent. Totally unrelated.
Okay, good. I just want to get that out there right now. There is something in the book that, I mean, it's a truly beautiful story because it's about, really, against this Wall Street lifestyle backdrop. It's the story of one man's struggle to save his soul, to change his life.
It's someone who's very unhappy with his circumstances. When you're 22 and you start out in a job like this, you're thinking, this is great. I'm making tons of money. I'm partying all night, and it seems like a ton of fun. But when you get older, as for any person in any career, you hopefully migrate to your passions. But for most people, it's not so easy. It doesn't happen so organically. You need to sort of get to a point in your life where you reflect and realize, I need to make a break and take a leap. And that can be very scary. You know, in this case, the guy's selling bonds, and he is making a ton of money, and then, of course, has the lifestyle creep that comes when you
right,
make a lot
you get
of
the
money,
golden handcuffs on.
and knows, I can't make this kind of money doing anything else. All I know how to do is sell bonds. So, but it's something that everyone experiences when they want to make a change in their life. For me, I made a change from a job that I didn't love, and you did the same. You know, you were a lawyer working 100-hour weeks, and you were exceptional at it. I mean, I remember going to the dinner with a lawyer from Jones Day who said to me, Doug, it doesn't matter how good she becomes as a journalist, she'll never be as good as she was as a lawyer. Now, he was wrong.
This is supposed to be about you.
Well, you are the best journalist. He was
kind.
wrong about it, as it turns out, years later, because you are the best journalist, and anyone, I don't know where the camera is, but everyone watching at home knows that you are the best, so that really worked out for you. But in this case, with this character, he's trying to break away and make that kind of a change, and it takes a lot of courage, as you know, as I know, to do something like that.
Right. It takes a lot of, well, you have to look internally for a long time and find the courage. But you wrote this book on planes, at our dining room table, And most of it while we were on, well, I was on maternity leave from our first child. So there's a lot of, blood, sweat, and tears you put in this. You wrote it out longhand on long sort of legal pads. And then I had the first read, which I have to tell the viewers was terrifying because I had no idea whether Doug could write. When I married him, he was the CEO of a company. So he's watching, he's writing, he's writing, and I know I'm going to get the first read, and I'm thinking to myself, what if it stinks? What am I going to say? So I said, honey, when I read this book, do you want the truth or do you want me to make you feel good? And you said, I want the truth. And I read it and said, the truth is, it's awesome.
Well, thanks, honey.
It's really great, and I'm so proud of you, babe. It's called Ghosts of Manhattan. It's getting rave reviews. Publishers Weekly calls it compulsively readable. And I just have one more question for you, which is, who is watching our children?
They're in good hands.
Good.
They're in good hands back at school.
Honey, good luck with it.
Thank you.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
That was fun.